Hello everyone, this is Dr. Hitesh Bhatia. I am the Dean for the School of Business and Law.
Hi, I'm Dr. Anupama Dave, Associate Professor and BBA Honors Program Chair at School of Business and Law, Navrachana University.
So today we are here to help you understand about the School of Business and Law, which is also one of the largest school in Navrachana University. SBL, by the way, is also the founding school of the university. Today we are hosting a variety of academic programs, both in the field of business management as well as in business law. Like for example, in business management, we have our flagship program that is BBA Honors and a master's program that is MBA. Interestingly, this year we are also coming up with a business analytics program, a bachelor in business analytics program, which is basically to target the requirement of the industry, which is to analyze data, to look into information, and then take a very informed decision. On the other hand, we have a vertical of business law programs where we offer a 5-year integrated business law program that is BBA LLB and also a master's program in law. So the SBL by that means is trying to capture the requirement of industry in a more professional way than just offering a theoretical programs. We involve a lot of data, we involve a lot of softwares, we involve a lot of information which is there from the industry and align with the theoretical practices of business management to help our students grow and become a better management professionals or a legal professionals in future. I will request Dr. Anupama to talk about the method, the teaching method, the pedagogy, which is an integral part of our delivery of both management and law programs.
Sure, sir. So, talking about the teaching process that we adopt, it is the DNA of our team SBL that there are two important aspects that we take into consideration while we are teaching our students over here. The first, the course delivery, and the second, the way they have been evaluated. Talking about the course delivery that we have, there is a very interesting, attractive, and experiential learning method that we adopt at School of Business and Law. There are a lot of activities, games, simulations, case study based evaluations that we take into consideration while we continuously evaluate our students. In order to ensure that this particular culture is being cultivated more frequently, we also subscribe to various prominent softwares and databases. For example, Proways is a software that we have. We also have subscription to Emerald Journal, and even we have Harvard Business Review case studies and simulations. We keep on subscribing to these particular prominent journals and databases of repute depending upon the course requirement. Having said that, it is not only the learning that is important, it is also necessary to evaluate that whether we have been able to cultivate the problem solving abilities or maybe identification of problem as well as the critical thinking ability of our student, for which we evaluate students through various methods. One of them being the experiential activity, in which there are a lot of projects, lot of real-time evaluation, data collection, and these students exhibit those particular projects at the end of the semester, and then they have been evaluated by academicians and industry people in order to ensure that whether the rigor has been achieved. So that is something which makes us very different and unique as compared to other management programs that are there across. Having said that, we also understand that having an industry connect is absolutely important. So I would request Dr. Bhatia to talk about the industry connect that we establish for our students.
Right. So our basic core philosophy is to teach beyond textbooks. And that will be possible only when we have a lot of field work, a lot of data collection, a lot of data analysis, working upon a lot of live projects which are supported by the industry. So SBL, the school works in a very close association with the industry bodies, with the industry associations and companies at large. So our students, irrespective of the programs they are into, whether they are in bachelor programs or master's program, whether they are in management programs or law programs, they are asked to visit industries, companies, meet CEOs, meet business leaders, meet legal professionals, and have an interaction with them as far as possible. Either it is in relation to their assignments, projects, or it is in terms of their internships. So internships then provide a very strong bridge to connect academics with the industry. And our students are required to do mandatory credit-based long internship with the industry. It ranges from 1 month to maybe few months right? And we also encourage a lot of our students to take up a lot of projects and part-time projects with the industry. So beyond their work teaching hours in the university, they can go and work with the companies and then get a better and more informed understanding about the practices and working about the companies and industries. So this provides them a testing ground to understand the theory better and to see the implication of that theory in the real market scenario. Another aspect of industry collaboration is volunteering. We want our students to volunteer as much as possible for the industrial bodies and industrial activities. The city, that by that means, has a very high density of industry associations and legal associations, where where our students are getting opportunities to volunteer their services and then take a first-hand experience about the professional behavior, the soft skills, the demand of the industries in that sense, right? So that is how the industry collaboration works on the ground. But before that, a lot of industry support is also taken in account to derive the content, to draft the syllabus, to upgrade the curriculum. So industry partners really help us to frame our academic policies. By that means, we are able to cater their requirement in terms of placing our students finally with them, right? Anupam ma'am, why don't you also talk about the overall 360 development of grooming of the students that we provide in
Sure,
SBL?
sir. So, talking about the overall grooming that we do for our students, we have three active student led clubs. To name them, the first is business at NUV, the second is law at NUV, and the third is management at NUV. These student clubs are a source of nurturing and cultivating the networking capabilities among these students, as a result of which they are able to develop their skills beyond the four walls of the classroom, which is very, very important for any student who has enrolled for a management or for a law program. Along with this, these student clubs are supposed to have various academic and non-academic events throughout the year, which also gives them an ability to polish up their management and leadership skills. Having said that, the students clubs that we have all the events which have been looked forward by the university students across. Now, talking about the various things that we do over here, we would like to conclude, and I think Dr. Bhatia should be concluding it for us.
So, like what Anupama ma'am also talked about, that we provide a lot of opportunity to the student to, come out of their comfort zone. So, whether it is leadership, whether it is management skills, so we believe in the philosophy of learning by doing. So we give them those kind of opportunities here in terms of events and activities through which they can, they can polish their skills, professional skills, of course, through teaching methods and their overall personality which comes out because of these events and activities. So thereby we are working very hard in terms of rebuilding the whole management and legal education in a sense, then taking it beyond books and making it more practice oriented, which was not the case earlier. But now we find that a lot of students, a lot of parents and a lot of industry partners look up to this kind of output that we are able to offer them in terms of management and legal education from Navrachana University. So I think this would help you to understand the overall core philosophy of the School of Business and Law. It was glad interacting with you all. Thank you.
Thank you.